Hi again everyone, and welcome to our full moon event on this day, Friday the 19th of November 2021. We're here in the Clockmore Suite again in the Bay Lodge Guest House on the seafront in Moran Point. And with me today I've got Brenda Murnahan from Pure Reflections Dundalk and Declan Quigley and Amnaska, shamanic teacher and practitioner, and they're going to be drumming for us to bring us into a deeper meditation state to enable us to access the energy of Lord Vosloo in the meditation. We've also got, for the first time joining us here, Jennifer Maddy from Crystal Clear in Dundalk. Jennifer works with the angelic kingdoms, the angelic realms, and Jennifer's going to be picking a few cards for us, a few collective cards from the pack, the 12 Angels of Atlantis. Now, in the short introductory video we posted a few days ago, I explained to you there the energies we're using and the synchronicities that have come together to make this event today possible. The energies we're using are the full moon, of course, it being full moon day. And we're using the water. That's why we're coming to you earlier, because we want to share this beautiful sea view with you, the energy from the water. We're also using the sound vibration. We're using the fire energy, the fire coming from the flame of the moon goddess full moon, and the fire coming from the flame of Ascended Master Lord Vosloo, whose energy we'll be utilising for the meditation. And we're also utilising the energy of this beautiful aquamarine coloured blue obsidian crystal. It's very, very sharp. It was used in ancient times for making tools and equipment to cut with. And it carries the energy of the goddess, and it carries the energy of ancient Uriel and ancient Atlantis. And as I explained on the previous post, Atlantis is all over this event today. We've got the Atlantis Lord Vosloo, who we're going to call on for the meditation. Lord Vosloo was an ascended master and a high priest of the highest level in the ancient civilization of Atlantis. The crystal carries the Atlantis energy. Jennifer's going to be using the Atlantis, the Angels of Atlantis cards. And the synchronicities. You know, when synchronicities happen and you see them, you cannot ignore them, because it shows you that the higher forces are all over what's happening. And certainly the higher forces are all over this today. Now, the topic is confusion and chaos. Why are we going through this period of confusion and chaos? And it's a very simple explanation, really, when you understand what is happening. We are going through a current massive shift. We're moving from the third dimension to the fourth dimension. Now, it's all, as everything is, it's all about energy. Brenda is next to me here, and there's no place, no line that Brenda's energy ends and mine begins. Or between Brenda and Declan, there's no place there where Declan keeps his energy that side and Brenda keeps hers to this side. There is no division line. There's no demarcation between energies. They all flow into each other. Even Jennifer over there. Jennifer's energy doesn't end there and mine end here. And Jennifer, you stick to your side over there. It doesn't happen that way. The energies all flow, interlink and intermerge. And it's the same with the dimensions. There is no clear-cut dividing line between the third dimension and the fourth dimension. And we are, if you like, caught in between that area, the two areas from the dimensions. We're caught in that in-between no man's land area. And that's where the confusion is. We're neither completely in the third dimension, nor are we yet into the fourth dimension. We're half in and half out of each, in a no man's land. Very much like Alice down the rabbit hole. Alice has left, see the land she's left as the third dimension, and down the rabbit hole going down to the fourth dimension. She has left that secure world, the world where laws and rules and regulations brought sense and order to her world. She's leaving that, and she's going to the fourth dimension, where there are no laws, no rules, no regulations. Everything's chaotic, topsy-turvy, upside down. And there is no time in this fourth dimension. The Mad Hatter's tea party, for example, starts at 6 o'clock, but the clock is always at 6 o'clock. Total confusion, total chaos. She has lost her own identity. She does not know who she is anymore. There are no rules and regulations down here which apply. But she is looking at it still through her third dimensional eyesight, and she's trying to make sense of it through her third dimension eyesight, which can't happen. And that's like us at the moment. See yourself standing on the shore. on the water's edge. You have 1 foot on the shore and you've 1 foot in the water. See the shore as the 3rd dimension. See the water as the 4th dimension. Now, you can't fully experience the water life, the 4th dimension, until you lift that 3rd dimensional leg and join the 4th dimensional leg in the water. And even then, you've got to wade in further until you're immersed in the water to fully experience what the water is all about. And then you discover there's a whole world here which you knew nothing about, but which was running parallel to your world all the time. That's us at the moment. We're finding all this overwhelming. We're losing our identity. The laws and rules and regulations which brought order to our 3rd dimension world no longer apply to where we're going. And we're trying to make sense of it with our 3rd dimensional vision. But the laws, rules and regulations no longer apply in the 4th dimension. But we're seeing them with our 3rd dimensional eyes, and that's what the trouble is. Now, what are the signs that we can pick up that show that we're moving into the 4th dimension? Well, you've got, for example, relationships. When you're willing to let go of a relationship, that's a sign that you're moving into the 4th dimension. Letting go, moving into new territory. When you are going back and forth between your old and your new beliefs and you're confused as to what's right and what's wrong. One day you believe this, the next day you believe something else. That's also a sign that you're moving into that confusion area. When you're experiencing friction or unease with your own energy, you're losing your identity. You don't know who you are anymore. That's a sign you're moving into 4th dimension. And when you immediately realize that you have said something negative and you stop and you go back and recover that, that's a sign you're moving into 4th dimension. And when you get confused, as a lot of people do at the moment, with days and dates and appointments, you're getting them all wrong. That's also a sign that you're in that confusion area between the 2 realms. And it's not just humans who are experiencing this massive shift. Mother Earth's experiencing it, and all the animal life, all biological life is going through this at the moment. And you can see it. The birds, they're behaving very erratically at the moment. Right, the crows are going berserk, caw-cawing at windows. You've got the flight patterns and the flight paths of birds have been distorted. You've got the growth cycles in your garden are all upside down. Trees that bloomed in May and June are blooming again. Flowers that bloomed back then are blooming again. Okay, the erratic behaviour of the birds is very noticeable. Your pets maybe are behaving unusually. And I've heard that the queen bee is behaving very erratically at the moment too, in the hive. A few weeks ago, a flock of birds flew into the Empire State Building and fell down to the ground dead. And we've got lovely little sandpiper birds, you call them, along the seafront here in Warren Point. They run out, they nest along the wall right out the coast here. They're lovely little white and black birds with little red beaks and little red feet. And a few weeks ago, there was a flock of them found further up the coast. They were dead from starvation. And all around them was food. So, there's something in their antennae that's gone berserk, that's not coping. So we're not the only ones. It's not just human beings. Time is speeding up and there's confusion for all forms of life at the moment. And what do we have to do? We stay positive. We see the bigger picture. We don't get pulled back down into fear and anger and judgment and finger pointing. We stay on our course to get into the 4th dimension. All is good. All we do is keep our mind on the greater picture, the jigsaw. Every piece fits in. And it's hard to see the jigsaw at this point in time, but the bigger picture will become clear. And our meditation is to Ascended Master Lord Vosloo to help us to see and embrace this great shift we're going through, and to help us to understand what is actually going on, because all is good. All is as it should be. The greater picture is the greater picture, which we can't see. So, Ascended Master Lord Vosloo, as I explained in the previous video, is a high dimension being of light, coming to us on the radiant yellow ray. His ray is yellow, brilliant yellow. He's known as Vosloo, Lord of Light. And he was a priest of the highest level in the ancient civilization of Atlantis. He has been associated with coming to this earth dimension into our earth plane at times when there's confusion and chaos and when we're going through a great shift. And he's certainly here at the moment with this great shift. If there's a great shift he's looking for, he has it now. Vosloo works on our crown chakra and on our third eye to enable us to see and to embrace and take on board this current massive shift in our vibration into the new golden age. Now we'll start the drumming now, please, and then we move into a higher vibration level in order to connect with the energy of Lord Vosloo. When you're ready, please. Okay. And first of all, as in any meditation, we've got to ground and protect ourselves. So grounding, first of all. See the roots extending from the soles of your feet right down into Mother Earth, into the beautiful love energy of Mother Earth. And connect with that beautiful feminine energy of Mother Earth, holding and supporting you firmly. Now to protect ourselves, always necessary. Draw the white light of Holy Spirit around you. Ask Archangel Michael to cover you completely with his blue cloak, all for your protection. Now we need to move into our body of light, into our energy body, in order to connect with Ascended Master Lord Vosloo. So bring your body very gently, very slowly, up from your chair, up towards your crown chakra. And as you come upward slowly, you feel lighter and lighter and brighter and brighter. Slowly, slowly. Otherwise the shock will be too great because you're moving into your energy body, into your body of light. And when you've got to the stage where the feet of your second body are on the head of your first body, this is you in your body of light, in your energy body. You are now on the vibration of unconditional love. Unconditional love means where you see yourself and everyone else as the beautiful spiritual beings we all are. And there's no judgment, no condemnation, no finger pointing. We accept everything and everyone, perfect as they are. We're now ready to call upon our guardian angels, the archangels, and Ascended Master Lord Vosloo. Just send your thought and your intention out to Lord Vosloo. And as all thoughts do, just by sending that out, you will attract his energy to you. He must respond. He will respond because it's your energy is attracting his energy. The universal law, energy attracts energy. Wait as Lord Vosloo connects with you. Know this is happening. Feel Lord Vosloo's magnificent yellow light surrounding you as he fills your aura with his presence and his energy. Relax into his magnificent yellow light. Feel your connection. Master Lord Vosloo now touches your third eye very gently. And you feel your third eye expand with beautiful yellow light, filling you with a sense of total peace. There is nothing to fear. All is well. All is good. All is happening as it should. Lord Vosloo now touches your crown chakra, filling your crown chakra with this beautiful yellow ray. Feel your crown chakra expand with glowing yellow rays of light. You feel your energy, your vibration frequency being raised. As you relax into the soothing cocoon of yellow rays, flooding you with a deep sense that all is well. There is nothing to fear. Total peace. Every cell in your body is responding to the yellow light of Lord Vosloo. You are remembering who you are. You are awakening long forgotten truths. You are expanding your awareness. You are moving towards a much higher level of soul consciousness, soul enlightenment. The old is dissolving within you. Old fears and traumas which must be dissolved in order for you to move forward. As the yellow light of Lord Vosloo penetrates into the depths of your very soul, into the furthest reaches of your very being, all is dissolving. This meditation is all about dissolving. You are letting go of the old, all that no longer serves you, and you are allowing the new to infiltrate into your awareness. Allow your mind to open to all that is. Just be, and let the yellow magnificent light of Ascended Master Lord Vosloo soak through you and into you, lighting up every cell in your entire body. Now ask and allow Lord Vosloo to give you what you need at this point in time, in this chaos and confusion all around us, as we move through no man's land between third dimension and fourth dimension. You are being filled with beautiful rays of yellow light, all enabling you to move upwards into a higher shift in consciousness, into purity of thought. No judging, no criticism, no condemnation, no finger pointing. Just purity of thought into that higher dimension. Feel yourself moving higher and higher, out of this limited third dimension level of awareness, within the yellow rays of Ascended Master Lord Vosloo. Take time to experience and enjoy this feeling. Just be in the shimmering rays of light that are soaking into you, pouring into you from Ascended Master Lord Vosloo. You are filled with light, glowing, shimmering, sparkling. Take your time to enjoy this experience as you move through no man's land into the fourth dimension, leaving the limited third dimension behind you. And now it's time to begin to lower your energy back down into your chair. It's difficult, but we have to do it because we're third dimensional beings. As you're coming down, feel yourself taking on more heaviness and more heaviness as you lower your energy. And you're getting less bright and less bright. And when you are ready, open your eyes, shake out your hands and feet, and ground yourself once more. go forward now, ready to fully embrace this quantum shift in vibration that's taking place on our planet Earth right now. Moving into purity of thought. Know that you have just been filled with Ascended Master Vosloo's beautiful, powerful, radiant yellow light to enable you to understand what is happening and to embrace it as being part of the doing away with the old, the dissolving of all that no longer serves you on your spiritual path, and facilitating the new world to come, the new golden age for all humanity. And now we're going to ask Jennifer to pick a few collective cards for us and see if that all fits into what we've just done here. Okay, Jennifer, when you're ready.
So I'm working with the Angels of Atlantis today, and how do we divinely integrate the energy of the Angels of Atlantis into this world, this dimension? And the first card I have today is to come off the merry-go-round of life. So we're on a recycle and reset. It's going around and round, and it's time to get off the merry-go-round and invite the Angels of Atlantis to come in and integrate their energy with us. So I've chosen a few cards collectively before I started today to prepare, and the first angel that came through from the Angels of Atlantis, which was very strong, was Angel Raziel, and Raziel is coming through with divine mysteries. So is there a need to know what's happening tomorrow? All these questions, we've questions after questions. So we need to get out of our head and come into our heart and allow the angels to come in and help us to evolve to a higher state of consciousness. So Angel Raziel, the first message that Raziel has for us is to go into retreat. And retreat is like the meditation that Eileen has done with the beautiful drumming, is to come into a higher state and just allow ourselves and our consciousness to relax. So coming into a beautiful state of retreat. The second card is following your own intuition and your own divine guidance. So you can see all the chakras are aligning, and we're coming into full alignment with our source light energy. So it's taken the time to still our minds and to come into our own intuition, the intuition of our soul and our own divine intelligence. And the last card that Raziel has is fate. So fate, and let's together take a quantum leap of faith together as light beings. So working on fate and just enjoying the energy of not knowing and going with the flow. So the flow of the stream outside, the sea, the consciousness and the flow. And the next Angel of Atlantis I have is Archangel Gabriel. So Archangel Gabriel, beautiful divine, coming in on the blue ray, again the colour of the sea. And his first message is balance. So balance in the yin-yang, coming into the flow and the movement of being grounded. So earthed and grounded in the flow of Archangel Gabriel. And his message is benediction. So it's prayer, it's meditation, and it's connecting inwards to your own divine intelligence and guidance. So we have all the answers in here, not out there, inside of us. So benediction. And the last card from the Angels of Atlantis is inspiration. So when we come out of the rabbit hole, like the Alice in Wonderland, and we do our inner work, that we actually become inspired by the divine. So allowing inspiration to flow through us. So Archangel Gabriel, a beautiful archangel to be working with from the Angels of Atlantis. And the last archangel that I invited to come through today is Uriel, which comes through on the beautiful yellow ray of light that works so highly with Lord Vosloo. And Uriel comes through with friendship. So being around like-minded people, people that actually help raise your consciousness. And not only earth angels, but the higher beings of love and light that actually are here at this moment and are so willing to come through and help us with our well-being. So friendship is so important. And with the friendship, we get freedom. So you feel free. So it's getting out of the rabbit hole, like the prison that you're in, and coming into the higher realms of love and light and just living with the joy. So dancing through life and feeling free. So free to be yourself, because you know, there is no other person other than you. You are unique in your wholeness and oneness, so the freedom. And the last card is Sakiel, and Sakiel is coming through with security. So it's self-cure, and you are responsible for your own intuition, your own well-being, and just feeling secure in your own uniqueness. So they're the messages from the Angels of Atlantis for today.
Thank you, Jennifer. That was lovely and very meaningful. Lots of words of wisdom there and guidance from Jennifer as to how, and from Lord Vosloo earlier on, as to how we can get through and manoeuvre our way through this current situation. All is good. All we've got to do is stay positive. Don't let ourselves get pulled back through fear and anger. Now, I hope today's message and today's event has been meaningful for you. And I hope you go away now with a better and clearer understanding of what actually is happening here and how you can deal with it. So thank you again to Brenda and Declan for the lovely drumming there, and thank you to Jennifer for those words of wisdom and guidance which we all need so desperately at this point in time. So hopefully we will see you all again very soon. And until then, from my heart to your heart, namaste.
Angel blessings, everyone.
And love and connection. Namaste.
And angel blessings.